Hi there, my name is Andy Moore. I'm the CEO of Let's Fix This, and this video is all about how to vote by mail. I have in my hand my mail ballot, my absentee ballot that I just received the other day. I've already opened it in a very messy manner. Let's look inside. Inside you will find, I think, 7 things. You will find 3 envelopes, 3 pages of instructions, and a ballot, or 2. Depending on where you live, you may have multiple ballots. If you have like a local, a municipal issue or bond, that might be on the ballot as well. For most Oklahomans, I think you'll just have 1 page, but it is 2 pages, 2 sides, right? And it says vote on both sides. A quick overview of the ballot. The first question here is if you want to vote straight party, it means you check 1 box for a party and you essentially vote for everyone of that party, but you shouldn't do that. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of races on this ballot that are nonpartisan, and so you would miss out on those. So don't be lazy. Just vote for each candidate. The big column here, presidential. First one there listed is a libertarian candidate. I bet you didn't know they were even on the ballot, did you? And as a reminder, the United States has the Electoral College, which is how we elect the president. So technically, you're not voting for a candidate. You're voting to tell electors who you want them to vote for. So underneath each ticket, each president and vice president ticket, there's a list of people, some of whom you may know. These are Oklahomans who are delegates for that particular party. So anyway, you've got Libertarian, Republican, Democrat, and 2 independents, one of which is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You may have seen the news. He suspended his campaign. He dropped out, but he did it after the deadline, so he's still on the ballot in Oklahoma. And if you vote for him, that is honestly a wasted vote because he's not even running for president anymore. Then you see some state officers, Corporation Commission, that's a statewide position. You might have state senate, state house. We have county sheriff here in Oklahoma County. Like Tulsa, you have a mayor's race, which I think will be on a separate ballot. Then you've got some justices and judicial retention ballots, a whole bunch of those. And then you have 2 state questions, 2 statewide state questions. I bet you didn't know those were on the ballot either. They are. If you have questions about the judges, about any of the other stuff, really, I would refer you to the 2024 League of Women Voters Voter Guide. It is now available in print. Let's get that new voter guide smell. It's also available online in English and in Spanish at okvoterguide.org. I'll drop the link to that in the description below. So once you have your ballot, you got to fill it out, right? And as the instructions tell you, you should color in each box, the bubble, right? Whichever you're voting for, color in the box. Don't just check a box. You have colored in like it's a Scantron, because it is. You're going to scan it through a machine. So once you've completed your ballot, you take your ballot and you put it in the envelope that says ballots. If you have more than 1 ballot, you put them both in here. You put it in here, lick it, seal it up. This is for demonstration purposes only, so I'm not going to do that. Then you take your ballot envelope and you put it inside of the yellow envelope that says affidavit. You put this one inside of that one, and then you seal that up. And then you hang on to this because what you have to do is get this envelope notarized. So you don't do anything yet, but you go find a notary. You can find a notary at your bank, at any tag agency, at most public libraries. And you also may just, someone in your workplace might be a notary, someone in HR probably is. You might know somebody. For example, I, a notary, would be happy to notarize your ballot if you reach out to me. When you get to the notary, because they have to witness you signing everything, and they also have to confirm your identity. And in fact, one of the instruction pages in here says, take this reminder to your notary. Notaries cannot charge you for notarizing your ballot. That is against the law. And so it tells you on here, sign and date in front of notary. So once you get there, you print your name, then you sign it and date it when you're in front of the notary. And then they, having confirmed your identity, will complete the bottom half. They'll notarize the ballot. Once that's sealed, signed, notarized, you put the yellow envelope inside of the big green mailing envelope. Then you seal that up, and then you have to put postage on there. It says first class postage required. I believe it requires 2 stamps because this is a big envelope. If you don't have stamps or you don't want to mail it, if you don't trust the mail for some reason, you can take this envelope when all sealed, take it to your county election board and hand deliver it before the election, right? Can't do it on election day, they'll be closed. You take it in before doing that. And that's it. That's really it. All right, so let's back it out. Yellow, white, ballots. Ballot goes into ballot envelope. Ballot envelope goes into affidavit envelope. Sign, date, notarize. Affidavit envelope into mailing envelope. Bloop into the postal receptacle, right? And that's it. Then you voted. Then you can go to the Oklahoma voter portal, OK voter portal, and track your absentee ballot. It'll tell you when it's been received and when it's been counted. That will appear after the election, obviously. But each one has a barcode up here so they can track the status of it. And that's really it. If you don't want to vote by mail, that's fine. You can vote early in person at your county election board. That's the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning just before the election. So basically, you can go on Halloween if you want, right? Like that last week, just before the election. That's early voting. Or you can always go vote on election day at your local polling place if you would like. You, as I have done, you can request your absentee ballot and not use it, right? So I've requested this and I might not mail this in. I might keep this here just for study purposes. I can make notes on it. I can take it with me when I go vote. I just can't turn it in. I have to like use it as a cheat sheet. It's not cheating. It's open book. Elections are not a test. They're your election. You can go with notes, whatever you want. If you don't mail in your mail ballot, if you don't send it in, when you go to vote, they will say, you check in, they'll say, it looks like you got a ballot, an absentee ballot in the mail. Did you send it in? You say, no, I did not send it in. And you sign an attestation that you did not mail it in, right? You can't vote by mail and vote in person. That's fraud. Don't do that. Almost no one does. Sometimes people forget, but don't do it. I'm telling you right now. So you have until, you got about another week and a half, 10 days or so to request an absentee ballot in advance of the election. So if you want to vote by mail, you still have time, right? I'm recording this on October 10th. You still have time to request an absentee ballot. You have to make sure that your ballot is received at the election board before election day. That's it. Real easy. I believe in you. All right, folks, go vote. We'll see you out there.